Hi, we are going to use Notepad++ to create our code for making web pages. So we'll be writing in semester one, we'll be writing HTML and CSS. Now that probably won't mean a lot to you if you haven't done any web design or web development yet, but the reason I have chosen Notepad++ as our development environment, which is the term used, or DE for short, is that it's a very bare piece of software. And what I mean by that is there's very little kind of overhead or learning curve in actually getting to use it. So it's very straightforward and it's free. Okay, so it's great. It's simple and quick to download and install. So I'm just going to take you through how to do that. Okay, so what are we going to do here? We are going to just open up a new tab in our browser and let's just download Notepad++. Okay, there may be a version on your machine already, so in this case you'll be downloading and installing the newest version. You can overwrite the existing version. Okay, so I'm just going to take the first link that comes up when we search for it. In this case, it's 845. I mean, older versions will basically be fine. So let's just take the most recent one as of kind of mid-September 2022. Okay, so version 845. So I'm just going to click the download button, and it's going to download what's called an executable file, and that means you can see over here when we click on it. It's going to execute, which means it's going to install straight away. So we're just going to wait till the blue circle around the Notepad++ icon stops flashing, and then you can see .exe, the executable file for the installer. So I'll just click on that, and I am going to take yes on that. And please select the language. Let's take English. Next on that. The usual terms and conditions, let's just agree on that, and then where are we going to put it? Okay, now let's just hop in here for a second into File Manager or Windows Explorer, and in the C drive you'll see there are two folders called Program Files. One is x86 and one is just the bare program files. And if you go into, say, Program Files, you can see I've got Microsoft Office. I've got Notepad++ in here already. Okay, so all of the major pieces of software that you have on your Windows machine, they will ultimately be stored in Program Files. So when you run them, you're activating them from that folder. Okay, so enough of that. So it's going to go into Program Files. You can see it's only 11 megabytes, so it's very short. So I'm just going to leave the default as is. Click Next on that. Choose Components. Do I want to customize my installation, or I'm just going to take all the defaults? So we leave it as taking the default. Okay, I am going to create a shortcut on the desktop, and I'll show you why when it's actually been installed. That just means when you open up your desktop, you can double click on an icon there. So let's do that and install. Okay, and basically that's it. Okay, that's all we got. So just click Finish on that, and the default here will be to run it. Sorry, it's open up on another screen. So let's just put it up here. So this is it here, and this file that opens up here is just showing me the updates from the previous version, which would have been 844, I presume. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that if it's the first time, and let's just close that. Okay, if I come back here, I can see this little symbol here, Notepad++. Okay, so this has been installed, and you can see the location there, Program Files / Notepad++. Okay, now what I want to do to this is I want it to appear down on the bottom here on what's called the taskbar. Okay, and the great advantage of having it on the taskbar is that you can always see it there, and you can click once. Okay, so for example, I've got the browser opened here, but I can still see my taskbar. Okay, now I've already got an older version here pinned to my taskbar. So in your case, if you are downloading it for the first time, you can just right click on the shortcut on the desktop and you can click on Pin to Taskbar. Okay, and then you can see it's down here. So this is version 8.4.5. This is an older version. Okay, and this little arrow here means that this is a shortcut. It's not the actual executable file. Okay, so that's all there is to downloading and installing Notepad. Okay, so in another video, I will show you how to create a very simple web page using Notepad++. Okay, so best of luck with the installation.